Hi there. I just wanted to jump on and do a really quick little demo on the Pampered Chef quick cooker. This is the quick cooker. I'm going to make quick cooker spaghetti. It's one of my favorite recipes that I've found since I started making it. I basically make it until I run out of leftovers, and then I make it again. So I have spaghetti probably a couple, 2-3 times a week. And at any given time, there's some in my freezer as well. So I'm going to point out first some of the safety features about the quick cooker. So one of the things that we have are these handles here. So even when the quick cooker has been in use and it's hot on the inside, you have these cool handles that you can pick up on either side to move the quick cooker if you should need to. For me, I do have to move mine. I'll explain in just a second. So that comes in really handy for me. The other thing that we have is this little red indicator here. This tells you whether the quick cooker is fully pressurized or not. If this red button is down, as it is now, it means there's no pressure left and it's okay to open it. If the button is above the lid, then it is pressurized and it is not safe to open the quick cooker at that time. The other thing that we have is the steam release is away from the button that you use to quick release. So if you can see, this button right now is flush with the handle. So that means it is ready to be pressurized. If I wanted to do what we call a quick release of the pressure, which I'm going to end up doing, you would push this button down and you can see there's that little gap in there. So, but I do want to get ready to pressurize it, so I'm going to make sure it's flush with the handle. The other thing that you want to do is make sure that, and it's going to start warming up that element. This pot does come out. It is removable and is dishwasher safe, so that's a plus for me. I hate doing dishes. And so the first thing I'm going to do is pour, and I am not a measure person, so I'm going to put about a tablespoon of oil. Hang on one second, I gotta look. I'm not really good at holding the camera and putting stuff in. So I probably have a little more than a tablespoon in there, but that's how I cook. And then we're going to add a pound of hamburger. And I'm just gonna dump it right in the pot. Probably should have had my stuff already. And then there's seasonings that we're gonna add. And it is a half a teaspoon of garlic powder, a half a teaspoon of onion powder, and a half a teaspoon of Italian seasonings. And don't worry, I'll attach the recipe for this too. And I'm just gonna kind of sprinkle it around. And then I'm going to use my handy dandy mix and chop. I am a person, I like my burger to be really finely chopped. And so I'm going to just kind of break this up to start with, get those mixed up. It's really kind of hard to do this when you're watching through the camera. I don't know if you can kind of hear, it's already starting to kind of sizzle. Oopsie. And so I'm going to pause this for a hot second because I'm sure you don't want to watch however many minutes it takes to cook the hamburger. And I'll be back when the hamburger's fully cooked. Okay, so you can see in about 7 minutes it was browned and ready to go. And so now I'm going to turn that part off, and all I have to do over here is hit cancel, keep warm, and now it will shut itself off. So the next thing I'm going to do is, it tells you to break the spaghetti noodles in half. I do not use the big spaghetti. I'm already using the little half-size spaghetti. And what you want to do is crisscross them over the meat. Sorry. Difficult to. So I'm going to take some of these and put them this way, and then take another handful and put them this way, and just so they're just not laying in a big clump all one on top of the other. And then I'm going to take another handful, my last handful, and put them it does use whatever brand of the big jar of whatever your favorite sauce is. I like the ragu meat one. That's what I use in mine. And we're just gonna pour it on top of everything. Okay. And then we're going to put in, what do I do with my can? Geez, I'm a hot mess today. I was trying to be all professional, and I don't know how these ladies do it on the things. A 14.5-ounce can of stewed tomatoes, or diced tomatoes. I like mine again with a little bit of that Italian blend one. And then we're gonna add 2 cups water. So I did want to point this out too, since I'm doing this. This is the measuring cups, and I love these measuring cups. If you can notice, the measuring side is at the back of the thing, so when it's laying on the table I can see exactly where I'm at. And I'm a lefty, so that's awesome for me, because for me to hold it in my left hand, I'm always seeing the metric side instead of the US measuring stuff side. So, and then we're just gonna add this 2 cups. I'm sorry, I feel like this is all over the place. 2 cups of water right on top. Doesn't take much. Now the next thing I'm going to do is take my mix and chop again. See how those little pieces of spaghetti are sticking up? We want to take the mix and chop. And it doesn't matter if you break the spaghetti a little bit while you're doing it, but we just want to make sure that all the spaghetti is submersed under the liquid, so it has, can absorb that liquid as it's cooking. Okay, that's done. And so now we're going to get ready to pressurize the quick cooker. So I'm going to put the lid back on and make sure, I'm really bad, make sure that this is facing forward. 9 times out of 10 when I can't get the lid on the right way, it's because I have the lid backwards. Oh, it's been that kind of week. And so I'm going to turn it, and once again it's locked, and again I check, and my little lock symbol is going on there. So the next thing that I want to do is set it to be high pressure. So I'm going to do custom, because I'm changing the amount of time that I want. It goes automatically to 30 minutes, but that's not what I want. That's an awful long time to cook spaghetti. So I'm going to hit time, and then this up and down button over here, and I'm just going to go down. I only want 8 minutes. And now that it's there, and I'm going to hit start. And so it beeps to tell me it's getting ready. And then if you can see, again, I know with this LED screen, it's kind of hard to see, but it's going around in a circle, and that tells me that it's preparing to pressurize. So you do, with your recipes, need to add 10, maybe 15 minutes for it to fully pressurize. Once it does get to the fully pressurized point, then that 8 minutes will come up and it'll start counting down. So until we get to that point, I'm going to pause again. Can you hear that? I don't know how good the microphone, but you can hear it bubbling inside. It's not quite fully pressurized, but it's getting there. You can see, remember before that red indicator was down inside the little hole, and now it's not quite all the way up, but it's starting to, oh, it is, it's fully pressurized. So now instead of having that thing spinning around, now it's at 8 minutes. So we just have to wait for it to cook, and the next part will be releasing the pressure. Okay, so it just went beep, 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 and it's all done cooking. So now what I'm going to do is hit cancel, keep warm, and it goes back to the lights. Now, some of the dishes that you're gonna want to naturally release the pressure, which means we're just gonna sometimes let it set for 10 or 15 minutes until this little red knob goes down all by itself. This is not one of those recipes. You do need to do a manual release, otherwise the pasta will overcook. Now, as I think I mentioned, I'm not sure, this is right under my counter, so I do have to turn it just a little bit, so when it does release the pressure, it doesn't go all underneath my cupboard. And so what I'm going to do now is push this button. You can see my hand is really far away from the release. And boom, here comes all of that steam coming out. And it takes just a few seconds. And again, you have to watch for this red knob, or button rather, to go down inside. Right here. It's going down. It takes just a few minutes. I love this quick cooker. I got it as I had, when I did my party, when I was the host of my party, I had 4 parties that booked off my party. So I got 4 half-off items. I got this quick cooker. I got this stainless steel utensil rack that spins. It did not come with all these other stuff that I've got, which I love about this. There's a little, oops, oh, the bottom part. I don't have it turned the right way, but there's a little spoon rack that comes out of there. I got an ice cream maker. And what was the 4th thing that I got? I don't even remember what my 4th thing was that I got. Maybe the non-stick griddle pan? I'm not sure. But 4 really great items that I got at half off. Okay, so see, now you can see this is all the way down, so it's now safe to open. So I'm going to turn this to the right. And again, it makes the lovely little noise, let you know, and pull the top off. Set it down here. And it is ready to go. I'm just going to stick my spoon in here and stir it around. Now, if this is how you like your spaghetti, it can be done just like this and be all done. However, if you want it to be a little creamier, like I like mine, you can take 2 tablespoons of softened cream cheese and stir that in there. Jeez, I'm not very good at cooking and holding the camera in the right place. I feel nervous having this so close to the edge, so I'm going to slide it back again. So give me a quick second. I'll stir this up and I'll show you what the end product looks like. And there is the finished product. It definitely looks a lot better in person than this video is doing justice for. So that is the end of my demonstration to show you how great this quick cooker is. Stay tuned. I'll post some more recipes. Have a great day.